Hey everybody out there, how you doing? It's your sister witch, your high priestess Kathy this morning. And I'll wait till the chat fills up a little bit, if it will. I know it's early. It seems like I will jump on around this time live when I do live streams. And as you can see, the name of this live video is going to be called How to Manage a Successful Magical Facebook Group. And good morning, everyone that's filling up the chat. How y'all doing this morning? I hope y'all are doing well. And I hope that you all that are heathens make it to church this morning. Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to help a lot of people who are trying to get their business going, their spiritual business going and growing and different things like that. And also, I've had a lot of experience managing and running Facebook groups. The first Facebook group that I ever had, actually, it taught me a lot. And I ended up shutting that one down. And actually, I had another one after that. And um, I kind of locked myself out of that one when I was closing everything down. So I'm pretty sure Facebook got rid of that page a long time ago. So I'm going to say good morning to Nicole and Messy Boots and Terrain Stevens. I hope I said that right. So I will tell you guys something about the Facebook groups. I think, like I said, if you are trying to grow your brand or your business, it's great for you to have a Facebook group. And you could control what comes in and out of your group. And what Facebook is doing now that you guys may not know is that once you have your Facebook group established, if it's in spirituality, and I believe it's basically in any other group, but after you get established, and I think you have so many people in your group, you won't have to just keep adding people. That's a part of the past now. You don't have to just add people. You can invite people and they can choose whether or not they come, which is great because if you can remember, everybody was complaining about being added to groups because I was complaining about it too. I hated that. And so now it's basically you can invite people to your group. But not only that, like I was saying before, if you have so many people in your group, Facebook is going to automatically start sending people to your group that have something in common with you, that are, into these magical groups, these spiritual groups, groups about Orishas, groups about the Loa, you know, uh, just different types of groups that are related to what you're trying to do. So you won't have to worry about that. So actually creating and getting started, having your own group is not a bad idea because not only that, which what I do is that when Facebook sends people to my group, I'll have my link to my website, how people can, contact me or whatever. And some of those people, you know how you have those little questionnaires that they'll want you to answer. I don't worry about that, whether or not the people answer it. If they do, great. If they don't, fine. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and accept them. So, right now my Facebook group, I believe it's about at 3,000 right now. So, this is the one of the newer ones that I had started. And it's been getting me clients, it's been getting me business. The other people who push their service and the business in there, They also get clients as well, and it's just so many people now. A lot of people may not be commenting. You don't see people commenting on posts and stuff like that. But believe me, there are people watching. Okay, I've had people come to me like maybe a year down the road and say, "Hey, I've been in your Facebook group. I've been checking things out, and I like what you're doing," but yet they've never interacted or commented. There's some people they call quote unquote lurkers, or people that just kind of watch things, what's going on, and so that's basically what they have in there. And also, I want to let you know that when you are an admin over your own group, okay, you have the power to see what's going on in your group. I mean, if people block you, a lot of those people that block you, you are still able to see them in the group, okay? They think that they're getting away with something, right? Because I get people like that all the time. And especially I notice it's a lot of the ones are that are like from different West African countries, and they'll keep trying to come back to my group and be blocked, and it's like I see them all the time and I don't say anything, I just delete them. And so you can do that, so you can kind of see who's in your group stirring up things, and then like when people report stuff, Facebook will automatically send you all of that information. So it's really really good for your business, or if you're trying to send a message out, and it gives people a chance to get to know you instead of just looking up a random person that they don't know or never heard of. Just like with YouTube, I get a lot of people that come to me from YouTube. They get to know me, a little bit about me, so it builds up, that bond, or that trust, because they're getting to know who I am. Well, this is what the Facebook groups does as well. It allows people to get to know who you are, what you're about, and if they actually want to get services from you or products from you, or if they want to deal with you. And with these Facebook groups, if you're running a pretty big one like I am, well, I wouldn't say it's all that big, but I'd say about 3,000 members are quite a lot of people. When you get that many people in the group, it's like I said, there's people that are watching you that you have no idea, but they've been watching you the whole time. And they may not do business with you at first, but later on, because they know who you are and they get a feel for you and they watch what you do in the group, then they will feel more comfortable with coming to you if they need your help. And let's see, Terrain Stevens. I'm just gonna answer some couple of questions right quick before I go on. Says, "Are you familiar with the Orisha Obatala?" And yes, I am. And I actually made a video about Obatala as well. And I will be designing some coffee mugs and shirts and everything in my Teespring store. So if you're on Facebook, if you friend me, I can get you over to the my Arisha page, and it will have other items and stuff there strictly for the Orishas. But when you go to my Teespring page, you will see items on there with the Orishas and other deities. Okay, so my actual Teespring store has the Orishas, like Obatala and Oshun and Shango and Olokun, and I'm getting ready to do some stuff with Ashosi as well. That's gonna be, basically on the Orisha page. So if you go to, when you get on my Teespring page and you see all of that stuff, don't be surprised if you see other stuff, because the store is gonna be for everybody. But I'm gonna have certain pages for like for the Orishas, and then one for the Loa, and then one who for the people who follow more of the um, witchcraft path, and different things like that. So you'll get to see more about what's going on there. And I hope that helps you. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and get right into what I was gonna talk about here. And let's see. Nicole says, I got added to a couple of spiritual metaphysical groups last night. I just got added. Nicole, did they invite you or they just put you in there? Because you should have a choice now whether or not you actually want to be in a group. And Missy Boo says, I think they actually watch and steal content and take it back like they had knowledge of the subject the whole time, shaking my head. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and actually people do that and share information, just like with memes, But like with me, if you guys know me on Facebook, I like to give credit to, the people's, if I share information, especially on my videos and stuff, I give credit to those people where I got the source from. And like even with the photos and stuff, I love to share art. I like to tell people who the artist is because I don't want to, take credit for anybody's work myself. And plus, I am college educated, so I know better than that than to do the whole plagiarism thing. But yeah, a lot of people do take it and they act like it's theirs. And, I mean, like with the stuff I share, it's just like if I was going to do a term paper or something, I'm just giving you the information and giving you the source so that you can look it up yourself if you need to. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah, I'd kind of side out some people if they just, take that credit for themselves, like they just created it and not tell people where they got it from. But you have people who do things like that. So, yes, you guys, you definitely ought to consider that if you are wanting to establish your brand and everything, because like I said, you won't have to like market anything after you get so many people in your group. Facebook is just going to keep sending people your way that's in your niche, you know that's that has something in common with your group. Just like, let's say, you sell clothes. Okay, so you sell clothes, you got maybe 300 members in there that likes clothes, that likes your Facebook page, and they may not even comment, but they're just in there. So Facebook is going to say, okay, well, I'm sending people who are in other groups that like clothes who might be interested in this. And so, yeah, after a while, you won't have to worry about marketing, trying to get people to your group and asking them and adding them and all that. Facebook is automatically going to do it for you. So you guys may not have known that, but I'm letting you know now. And I really like it because every week we have something, or I wouldn't say every week, but every time I get ready to add people, and usually Facebook will send me like, I'll get like about 30 or 40 new people, okay, new people, usually every week. And this has really brought up my page numbers, the people that are contacting me. It's really grown my business, it's really grown my brand. So I'm telling you guys this because I know it will help you if you just stick with it. And so we have something what we call roll out the red carpet. And so I'll tell people to get ready for the new members coming in the group. We're going to roll out the red carpet for them. And so everybody gets their stuff together, what they want to share, information, stories about, voodoo, hoodoo, the orishas, witchcraft. We talk about all things, and also their businesses and services. The only thing that I don't like in my group is the free readings thing. I don't do the free readings in my group at all. That's the only thing that would get a person kicked out of my group. But I do try to be fair with everyone, and I try to warn people, to not do that. You can share your business. I wouldn't say spam the group, but you can share your business and your products and just talk to people, answer questions, and that's how you build your magical client base with people. And okay, and let's see here. Yeah, so you get after I get the 30 or 40 people that's wanting to join the group, and it'll have to the right, to accept these people, and I'll kind of scan through it and see who I want in there and who I don't want in there. And then, you know, I'll say, let's roll out the red carpet for our new members, and then Facebook will add it on there, welcome the new members, and then you'll have all of these people on there. And so the people, they'll be like, thank you for adding me to the group. And so sometimes conversations even get started when people are saying thank you for the ad. They're looking at all the other people. Oh, we all joined at the same time. So it makes like a little bond in our group, and it makes the new people feel comfortable, with for asking questions and not just kind of like lurking around. And let me get to the chat right quick and see if there's. Let's see. Missy Boo says, "You must know my mama. I remember them homework days." Yeah, I don't know if that's to me or someone else in the chat. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna get right into it here, and the first way, okay, how to manage a successful magical Facebook group. The first way would be to introduce yourself or thank the admins or the moderators for adding you. You know, and you've guys seen this if you're in Facebook groups, you can just say, thank you for the ad. Thank you for, having me here, and that kind of like lets people know that you're around, you're in the group. Of course, a lot of people don't say anything, but if you're wanting to, do business or sell your or promote your products or something, that's a good thing to do, would be to introduce yourself to the group and also read the description rules. Okay, every group is different. Like, I just told you guys that I don't like free readings in my group and I erase that stuff. Some people they encourage to have free readings in their group. Some people they don't want you selling, doing business or marketing or anything in their group. I like that. I encourage people to do that. I encourage people to tell them about their business and what they do, because there's so many people in there. If you stay consistent and socialize, which is this what social media is. If you stay consistent and socialize and maybe answer a couple of questions here and there, you can eventually, get a client. Some people want you to monitor, coach them. They want you to be a mentor to them. And, it's a perfect place to do it in your group. And you can have your Facebook group to where it's only you in there that's running everything, or you can have other admins or other moderators. And one thing I will say, if you don't really know who you're dealing with in the Facebook group, or you really don't know that person that well, it's probably better that you just make them a moderator until you get to know them and who they are. Especially if you see a person that's really active, that's really doing things in the group, they enjoy it. You know, um, you could offer them and tell them, would you like to be a moderator? Because a lot of people do. Some people they don't want to be bothered. They just want to kind of just watch and listen. They don't have time for it. But a lot of other people want that role. They want to be in that role of authority or helping other people as well. And they're learning. So the second thing is share what is relevant to the group. Okay, that's important because you don't want to be in a magical spiritual group and you're sharing stuff about Cardi B, unless it has something to do with her uh, doing magical stuff. You know what I mean? If it's something like that, um, you don't want to talk about clothes and different things like that unless it has something to do with the theme of the group. So, watch out for that because a lot of people they're kind of funny about that in different groups. I've noticed, with the admin, you just don't want to go in there and just start sharing anything. Be kind of respectful for the group to the group because I know like with a lot of lives on Facebook, they are always like, share this live, share this live. Y'all probably heard that before, right? Share this live. and people are shared in a group that they really don't, you know, function in or worry about or whatever. They're just sharing a lot. Well, don't do that because that's really disrespectful, and you might get blocked out of that group. If you get blocked, it is what it is. There's other groups that you can always join, but don't do that because you might get in a group that you really like and you vibe with and you do something like that. That's a lot of people will just block you or take you out the group. Okay, and number three, um, if the admins allow you to post your businesses or services, make sure you share info. Okay, I believe I was pretty much saying that earlier. If you're gonna market your business and stuff like that, share different things, answer questions, interact with people. Don't just be in there to just get. Because if you are in there just showing your business all the time and you're not talking to people, you're not interacting with people, people are not going to be bothered with you. And you're wondering why, okay, well, why come no one's buying my stuff? I've been consistently marketing and posting about my business over and over again. Well, it's because you're not actually interacting with people. You're not teaching anything. You're not, if you don't get involved, if there's a popular thread, get involved with the thread. Say hello to people. Some people, you say hello to them and everything, they're probably looking for someone to help them or they're looking for services. So they'll start asking you, what do you do? Maybe you could help me, and just be genuine and real. And if you do that, then you'll notice like your client base going up and your people in your group going up. I know some of these groups, they have like 20,000, 30,000 people in them. And can you imagine how that many people, I mean, you wouldn't pretty much have to worry about paying for marketing really if you know how to do it right. This is what I'm telling you all. So I hope that you listen to this video and also send it to your friends. Share this video. Share this live video with your friends that are trying to run their Facebook group and they're just getting started because don't give up. Once you get like maybe like I said 200-300 people, you won't have to worry about inviting people to want to come into your group. Facebook is going to send you people. Then you'll have a choice of who you want in it. Okay. So it's really, really good for you guys to do that. I know some people are there, they hate, oh, they're in these Facebook groups, they're in these Facebook groups. But some people like that, they don't see the bigger picture of what it really is. And even though most of us were practitioners, were witches and stuff like that, we still have to make a living like everyone else does. We still want to do what we love and what we're called to do, but at the same time, it's just an exchange of energy. And a lot of people get that. So now I'm going to move on to number 4, and this will be the last one. And I probably won't stay on here very long this morning, but I wanted to get this out. This is really important for you guys who are wanting to get more people to your pages, to your businesses, or whatever. And so this is how to do the Facebook group thing. Number 4, you want to conduct yourself the best way that you can, but and be aware of those who are watching. That's exactly what I'm saying because for those of you who know me, I've really I've really cleaned up my act a lot as far as how I present myself on the internet now. This was a personal choice for me because when you are involved with a lot of drama and different things like that, it takes away from your energy, it takes away from you learning what you're supposed to do, and it takes away from you doing what you're supposed to do. Like there's a saying, mind the business that pays you. When you mind the business that pays you, you'll be fine. But if you're out here worrying about what everybody else is doing and minding everybody else's business, you won't have no business. You won't have a consistent business. So mind the business that pays you. Worry about what you have going on and you'll be fine. And then you'll start seeing everything else coming into full circle, coming into play. The universe will start bringing more opportunities your way and all that. But if you are still in that place, like I know because I've been there, I've been there. If you're still in that place, struggling with that and doing those type of things, then it's just only going to hinder you from becoming your best self and also having a life that that you possibly could just wish for, or something that you never thought that you could ever have or accomplish. I'm seeing young ladies in my Facebook news feeds and stuff like, they're killing it. They're getting like, all of this business, all of, these subscribers and stuff and all that. So, they can do it. If we can do it, you can do it too. That's what I'm saying. It's just you have to redirect your thoughts in what you're doing. There's always going to be negative people coming at you. They got a lot to say about you, especially when you're trying to do something that's positive, for helping other people and for helping yourself, and for helping your family. You're going to always have people hate on that because, they don't have what it takes to make it themselves and do their own thing and make it work. They would rather look at you and hate on you and what you have going on instead of doing their own thing. And they can have the same thing too, but they're not, like I said before, they're not on this dimension that we're on. So it's like they got a whole lot of lessons to learn before they get to that stage where they're really minding their own business that pays them. Okay. So yeah, they'll never grow. And hey Stevie, how you doing, hon? Yes. Yes. So did you guys have any questions about like the Facebook group or anything like that? Please feel free to ask in the chat. And if you forget anything, you can always, go in my comment section below this live video later on, and you can ask a question, and I'll try to get to them. And I try to there's just no possible way anymore. Like I said, I can get to all my messages. I have some videos back in, like 2016 and stuff, and I mean, those videos are really, really doing very well. So it's just like so many people on them and everything. So, I try to answer when I can. If you see someone who has a question, if you know it, go ahead and, connect with them. You might find out, you guys got something in common and you want to network with them and everything. So, um, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Missy Boost is saying I'm not with Facebook, but I'm going to create a page and then proceed to join the group. Yes, yes. Oh, and I will say something else, and I'm not going to say my friend's name because I know she's probably listening in, but she's a writer, and I told her about the Facebook page stuff and everything. And ever since she started doing that, she's actually doing well in sales. She's doing extremely well in the UK. I'm just so proud of her and everything. And, she's actually at a point where she's making money now because she's in a group and Facebook is pushing those people who have stuff in common with what she writes, which is awesome because you don't want to have people in your group that don't have anything in common with what you're doing, especially a spiritual group or a magical group. You don't want someone who is uh who does modeling for a living, and that's what they do and they're not into that. You don't want to add those type of people in there. So instead of you trying to wonder like and go to different people's page and should I add this person? Should I invite this person? Don't even worry about it. Facebook got you. I'm telling you. So there's so many people who have Facebook groups now that are killing it, and so many people have pages. And I'm telling you, I have a few pages, and I'm telling you guys, it's something that you really need to look into. And I believe Facebook is the third largest website, social media website in the world, and then number two is YouTube, and then number one is Google. So, think about that. And you guys know how many people are on you guys know how many people are on Facebook. It's like everybody and their mama. Everybody's on Facebook, okay? And not only that, everybody probably has about two troll accounts, right? Two fake pages so you can spy on people. Yeah, yeah. Don't act like I'm the only one. Yeah, yeah. Don't act like I'm the only one. Hmm. Yes. Especially Messy Boots with that name. I bet you got about two or three other pages. Two or three other pages. Hmm. Yes. Yes. Okay, you guys. Well, I was just gonna, like I said, stop on here and make this quick little video, and I'm gonna get back to doing what I do and have a wonderful Sunday and all that good stuff. And I'm just really, really, really excited about everything. And I hope you guys get in on it. And like I said, get those like pages going, so you can invite your friends to those like pages, and you can have your products on there. You can see, just take a look at other people's like pages, what they're doing, and see how they're doing things. And I have one that's called the Arisha store. And so if you look up Arisha store on there, then you should find my uh, with the merch account products and stuff like that. So I'm getting, new people, new business through Facebook to my merch account as well as YouTube. So I hope that you guys take advantage of this. And a lot, like I said, a lot of people don't know, and I know a lot of other people that talk about it on Facebook. Is it doesn't catch your attention, and it's kind of probably boring, especially if you don't like listening to certain people or whatever. But for those of you who listen to me, I want to encourage you to do that, because I know you'll see a big jump in your business, and it'll just be because Facebook is sending the right people to you that are in your niche, with niche or niche, whatever, that like you and like what you do. And as they get to know you, when they're in your group, then the possibilities are endless. And I'll tell you, like, for example, that one group, the Royal Bloodline, they sell like oud and stuff like that. Now they created their group, and they interacted with their people, and they went live in there, and did different things with the people in there, and it helped them make their business, like, for those of you who know who they are, like, they're like, the people of oud. You know what I mean? So, and but yeah, that's how they got all those people, and everybody was buying oud from them. It has to do with the Facebook group, and people getting to know you and liking you and wanting to support you, so definitely watch how you conduct yourself in the groups, because everybody's watching. And I hope that this was helpful to you all who are listening in this morning. And make sure you share this video with your friends. Okay, share this video with your friends. And as always, you can resort back to this video if you forgot anything. And like I said, you could always comment if you have questions. I also do consultations where I kind of help give pointers in business as well. And because I've been around for a long time, online doing business and stuff. So I hope that this was helpful to you all. I am going to wrap up this video here. And good morning, Maria. And let me read this. Thanks for the information, sis. I'm going to really go ahead and sign up with Facebook, and I just might make 2 or 3 pages. Yes. So do I just type in your name, or does the group have another name? Okay, now if you're wanting to do your own group, you can name your group anything you want. But if you're wanting to come into my group, then you would probably need to find me on Facebook and send me a friend request so I can just check out who you are. And then, I'll let you know the name of the group and let you in. Which my group is actually closed. That's another thing, too. You can have your group where it's public, where people can see what's going on in the group and they don't have to join or subscribe. No, they don't have to join or nothing. And so people will see what everybody's posting and all that. And or you can have a closed group, which people can't see what's going on in the group unless you're in the group, which is the type of group I have. It's a closed group. So just random people won't be able to see what we're doing in there unless they're actually in the group. And then some people have like a private group where nobody can see. Facebook won't send people to you and to join the group and everything. It's just you. And that's me and my coven. We have one of those groups, so we can keep in touch with each other, and if we need to do work with each other and everything, so we can communicate with each other and all that. So that's a private group. Nobody is in that one but us. And when we need to interact with each other, we all go there, to discuss things and do rituals and stuff. So yeah, take advantage of it, you guys. I mean, everybody else is, and I know it's going to help you. And you know what? If my haters benefit from it, then so what? So be it. Like I said, I get blessed anyway, so that's why I do it. I hate to, just hold back some things. Sometimes I just be wanting to tell everything. I've always been that way, but some things, I do keep to myself. But when it's something like this, I want people to succeed, and especially my clients and stuff. I want to see them win. I want to see them prosper, and everything. I want things to work out for them. And, that reminds me when I was working at this company. It was a Black and Decker company. We made keys and doorknobs and stuff. And I know I shared this before a while ago, was on a video, but I'll make it quick. And I was telling everybody, I had moved to this little town for a while, and I was telling everybody about, the jobs there, that they had real good jobs and stuff. And come on, because that town was struggling and stuff. And everybody was asking me, how you get that new car? Where you working and stuff like that. So I was telling people, go put in an application out there. And I remember one of the people that I knew, one of the guys, he said, you know what, Kathy, will you stop telling people in town to come work out here? Because everybody was going out there to work. You know what I'm saying? They saw how I was living and what I was driving. So it was like, shoot, thanks. That's what it's all about. That's why I know my spirits take care of me. My ancestors always take care of me, because it's just about doing right, doing people right. But then you still have to be smart too, because not everybody is for you. Okay, so some things you really do need to keep to yourself. But stuff like this, I want to be able to share. I want you guys to come back and tell me later on, hey, High Priestess Kathy, this video helped. I did this and this and that. I like to hear stories like that. And so that's the reason why I'm on here. You guys take advantage of it. It's free. And I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. And Messy Boots, I do give out my email, but I give out my email in the videos as well. So yeah, you can contact me at highpriestesskathy@gmail.com or highpriestesskathy@yahoo.com. And in the description box of all of my videos, it has how to get in touch with me, and it also has a link to my store and different things like that. So, or I should say stores, it has different links and all that. So you can, if you need to find out what else I do for services. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. I'm so happy to connect with you this Sunday morning. And I hope you all have a great day. And like I said, if you have questions, leave them in the comment section. And I'll have that information in the description box below this video so you can come back and check for it later, okay? Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.